It was actually transport base, Yelahanka to be precise, wherein I was still a flying officer. That was my second posting after Kalaikonda. And a transport aircraft was destined to Delhi. He asked for a lineup, and I gave him the lineup. And I also passed him the departure instruction. Now, departure instruction is you tell him how he is going to proceed, but that by no stretch of imagination amounts to a takeoff clearance. It is only a instruction which is given to you that after takeoff, when you take off, this is what you are going to do. But for the time being, it's only a clearance to line up. So he was given a clearance to line up, and there was a helicopter operating on the center of the runway. It was doing some kind of a hovering operation. Who was told, that there is a transport aircraft lining up, so kindly clear off to the parallel taxiway. After some time again, he would have come back there. So now, an old friend from Kalaikonda, a fighter pilot to be precise, was sitting next to me there in the tower. And we were just chit-chatting, more of a chit-chatting because there hardly any traffic. 2-3 aircraft only were there. And that guy had just lined up. It was just a matter of chance that I had a look there and I saw this transport aircraft rolling. And you can imagine, because he was going to go into that helicopter, the transport aircraft were fully loaded with passengers because it was going to Delhi. A lot of people from Bangalore used to go to Delhi at that time. It was kind of a courier service. And the helicopter, which was operating there also had 4 or 5 people on board. And the distance between those two must have been less than a kilometer. And once it starts building up, that is the time you have to react. And I very categorically remember having told the transport aircraft immediately to stop, do not take off. There's a helicopter on the runway, do not take off, stop immediately. And in between, I just gave a call to the helicopter, move away to the parallel taxi track, just hover away to the parallel taxi track. There is a transport aircraft taking off behind you. And it was just a matter of pure, what shall I say? Luck, of course, is a very crucial factor. That helicopter did move off, and the transport aircraft he took off. He did not listen to my transmissions at all, instructions, Or maybe if he had tried to abandon his takeoff, he could have landed into more serious problems. I don't know, difficult to comment. But you see, here was one, and then the AOC over there, he came to know of the whole thing. He heard the entire tape conversation. And he came, he patted me on my back, and he told me that, young boy, this is absolutely phenomenal, what you have done, It's a wonderful service, you've saved so many lives. More important is, that your correct transmissions, because they were very crisp and short and very, very effective transmissions which were made. That helicopter pilot, he immediately came to tower and he hugged me and he said, you saved my life. It was so clear, as to what to do. So I just did whatever you told me to do. And actually, as a matter of fact, I was then taken by AOC. It became a major issue. I was taken to the SASO there in training command, who was in Bangalore. So that was a good experience,